Have you ever felt like no matter how much you are planning, your days still feel chaotic? And you have your to-do list, you planned ahead, but by midday you're feeling overwhelmed, scattered and exhausted. Or you're pushing tasks at the wrong time, like you're forcing focus when you really feel sluggish, or you're forcing strategic planning when you want to be creative, or you lack the energy in the moment you need it the most. Most modern time management tools will tell you to plan better, work harder and be more disciplined. But what if I told you that it's not about pushing harder to be more productive without burning out, but to work intelligently with the natural flow of energy as Ayurveda described? In today's video, I'm going to introduce you how you can combine the Ayurvedic daily rhythms with modern time management tools like time blocking, batch planning and rhythmic planning, so you can create the perfect day for you and you can align the task with the natural flow of energy. And I will give you a framework for the day that will help you stay focused, stress less, and manage your time and energy better. So why do all these modern time management tools not really work 100%? You know, it's not just about planning harder or structuring your day better, you know, it's knowing about the natural rhythms and how you can support and how you can align your task with these natural rhythms so you can prime yourself at the right time, you know, do creative time at the best time, strategic time at the best time, and unwinding at the best time of your day. Because Ayurveda teaches us that the time is not linear, it's cyclical. And our energy fluctuates throughout the day. Our mind feels different during different times of the day, and our body does as well. So instead of pushing at the wrong time, doing wrong tasks, it's much more intelligent to know these times and these rhythms and align your tasks so you can prime them for the perfect time of the day. So let me introduce you to the first step. This is time blocking with Ayurvedic knowledge. So time blocking is that you block certain amounts of time for specific tasks. And you're using now the Ayurvedic wisdom, because Ayurveda teaches that our days are separate in three main energy cycles: the Kapha, the Pitta and the Vata. If you want to know more about it, go back to the video in the beginning of March. I'll show you everything in detail there. But for our purposes now, so the days have cycles, you know, they're different, dominated by different energies. So in the morning, the cycle starts at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with the Kapha cycle. So this is the best time to plan, to prepare, you know, to think about what you're wanting to do at the day, and just prepare physically, mentally, prepare your day. You know, do exercise at that time, maybe have a light breakfast and prepare the tasks ahead of you. And then at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. the Pitta time starts. So this is a great time to work, to focus. This is a great time for strategy, decision making, you know, real focused intellectual work. This is where the most energy is behind it at that time. And then at 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. the Vata time is starting. So that's the time we usually get a little bit tired and drained, and this is not the best time to focus really hard or work on strategy. This is the best time actually to be creative, to brainstorm, to have meetings with colleagues or clients or at home with friends. And then in the evening at 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. the Kapha time starts again. So this is not a good time anymore to be either very creative or very focused. This is the time where the body, the mind wants to slow down, where you calm down, where you close the day. That maybe is a good time of the day, you know, once you maybe have done some exercise, you have some light dinner, you've kind of gotten into the evening routine, if you really want to use this time, you can read, you can maybe study gently, you know. This is a good time. Kapha is long-term memory, so that's a good time where you can remember things, you know. So, and you can plan these blocks of times ahead and align your task with these blocks of time for this maximum benefit. The second step is to batch plan, you know, and you know this batch planning is really good against mental overload and mental overwhelm. You know, this is the teaching of where you group similar tasks in one set of time, you know, similar tasks in one time block, so to say. And just to give you here a little bit of advice from Ayurveda, I've prepared some examples for you. For example, do emails or admin tasks at a certain time of the day. We usually recommend to our clients not to do this right away in the morning, because this you want to use task more where your mind is really fresh and needs to focus. But patch your emails, patch your administrative tasks in one block and do it all at once. Another example is do deep work, you know, content work, concentrated work, strategic work, writing. Also block a time and batch all this work together and just then focus on this. You know, this really helps mental overwhelm. And then, you know, also as what I said, you know, batch meetings, creative time in the Vata time, you know, put them all together, you know, batch 3 meetings in a row, you know, depending what they are, if the same, batch the creative time, working on a creative project in one place. So by organizing your schedule like this, you really avoid this mental fatigue from doing too many things at once, and you save time because you save this transition time, transitioning from one tool into the next. And then we have this rhythmic work as the third step, and this is rest also for sustainable productivity. And here are 3 steps. I mean, there is the well-known Pomodoro technique, you know, there are different ways of doing it. You can either work really, really focused on one thing for 25 minutes and then have a little break of 5 minutes, or focus for 15 minutes on one task and then have a break of 5 to 10 minutes where you breathe, maybe have a sip of tea and maybe move a little bit. And especially in Ayurveda, you want to schedule meal times intentionally, yeah? So this is one of the first things I tell my clients, really schedule your meal times and everything around it. So, you know, it all depends also on your constitution, but breakfast in general should be lighter, a lighter meal, or maybe just fluids. You know, for lunch should be a bigger meal, and dinner should be a lighter meal and not too late. And what's really important is also to unplug in the evening, not to be in that stress cycle, in this doing cycle all day long. You know, save the energy, unplug in the evening, prepare for good sleep so you can be focused in the beginning of the day again when you wake up. And of course, there's so much more. I'm going into depth with this with my one-on-one clients and in my signature course, Ayurveda and Yoga one-on-one, to really go into depth. But what I want to give you free today is a free dosha time guide that I've created, where you can have in one look, you know, the cycles I've been explaining you, Kapha, Pitta and Vata time during the day and at night, and the best activity to do is there. So if you want this, go to the link below, just write me a short note and I'll send it to you. I'll be happy to help you with this. And please, you know, this whole month I've been focusing on this topic. There's also a short yoga class that you can do, which is good for all 3 times during the day, and also a short meditation to help you unwind in the evening. And the first video explains all this more in detail. So I hope you can grab one little thing, maybe one time blocking strategy, one batch planning strategy, or one rhythmic work strategy where you can set in intentional breaks while you're working to be more productive without burning out, you know, without stress, without this overwhelm, but with more joy and fun and more productivity, really feeling good the whole day and sleeping well at night. Thank you very much. Namaste.